Tom, I believe you have actually had dinner with the Queen.
I sat right next to the Queen, closer than Elvis.
Wow.
Elvis, how about that? Wasn't awesome. She sat right here. And
there you go.
Some lady in a lovely tiara was right next to me. There I am. I was dressed up very nicely. The chit-chat with the Queen is something you got to get ready for.
Okay.
I knew I was going to be sitting next to her, and so I wanted to be able to talk about things that were of import, but not presumptuous. So a few things about, how often she truly has time off and what have you. It was nice chit-chat. It was okay. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw this the white gloved hand, just put between me and Her Royal Majesty, this glass of water.
Yeah.
That's all it was, a white glove glass of water. But it wasn't in a water glass.
Okay.
It was a clear liquid. And so I dared to ask the Queen, and what is Your Majesty's cocktail of choice?
Okay.
And she said, ooh, martini. And she had the one. That's what she nursed throughout the course of the night.
Love it.
And I think, well, she's had a wonderful reign, so maybe if I want to polish up my game a little bit, I'll start having a martini.
Cheeky martini every now and again. That's a long way.
Tom, what drew you to this film? Because in my head, you get offered every movie role ever written, so you could kind of take anything. Why this one for you?
I had never seen a photograph of Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah.
I did not know what he sounded like. All I knew was some version of he was some sort of diabolical genius that both manufactured Elvis Presley and made him one of the most important cultural icons in the history of America, and then slowly watched him or allowed him or steered him to a type of artistic erosion that eventually wasted a phenomenal talent. I had just played, believe it or not, Falstaff in a production of Henry IV, parts 1 and 2, sort of mushed together. And when Baz came to me and had said there would have been certainly no Colonel Tom Parker without Elvis Presley, but there would have been no Elvis Presley without Colonel Tom Parker. And I said, you're talking about Falstaff here. You're talking about Falstaff with Prince Hal. This rogue, this cheat, this liar, but who everybody loved, that at the end of the day, at the end of the story, is left on the lurch and not being able to enjoy the part of it. And the moment I saw a photograph that Baz has, oceans of materials when he comes to see you, I just flipped through this book of this man I had never seen before. This pudgy, out of shape, fat, balding man who turned out to be not even an American, certainly not a colonel. His first name is not Tom. He's not even a Parker. His name is Andreas van Kuck. And he's from Holland. No one knew any of this stuff. So here it was. I'm going to get to play essentially. I'm going to be in a movie called Ben-Hur, starring Ben-Hur, I don't know how else to talk about Elvis. I don't want to talk about the son of... It's like he's playing Jesus in a movie that's called The Book of Matthew, for crying out loud, or, Jesus of Nazareth in a movie called Jesus of Nazareth. And yet I will then get to be this catalyst in the portrait and also have the demands of a huge amount of character applied onto me. So it was a bit of a banquet, of a feast for me.
We know you're really busy, and we wish that this show was 2 hours long because we haven't even scratched the surface. But we do have some viewer messages for you. The first one comes from Rosie King, Tom, who you might remember.
I recall.
You do. You gave her a typewriter.
I gave her a typewriter, and anytime you give somebody a typewriter, you say, "Now you must type on this machine."
Well, watch this.
All right.
Hey up, Mr. Hanks. I just wanted to thank you again for sending me one of your typewriters. It's one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. Since you sent it, I've actually started writing for a kids show called Pablo that teaches kiddies about autism. You really inspired me to become a writer, so thank you.
Oh,
wow.
Well, that's what can you...
I know.
It worked. How about that?
It is incredible.
We inspired a new generation of writers.
Literally.
There is something about the tactile quality of a typewriter that generationally it has a sense of permanence that is absent from a lot of modern life. You send a text and it's gone forever. Maybe you could print out a crappy, bad BBC language copy of it. But if you actually type it, as Rosie did, it will be there forever. Her scripts could last as long as the tombs in Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
So as you keep them out of the sunlight and keep them away from flame. So 1,000 years from now, we'll be watching...
The hard drive is not going to go on a typewriter.
No, it's not.
No.
Thank you very much, Chris and Michaela. And as Krista says, Spring Watch starts tonight at 8 o'clock on BBC Two and continues Monday to Thursday for the next 3 weeks.
Now, we know you are very busy.
Can we just say how great the BBC is? Come on. No, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that live every night in the United States. That is just something else.
You're really not, are you?